What's up, guys? Julian here today. You requested it. I'm going to be showing you how to make a full EBM track from scratch. Everything. As usual, you can get this full arranged track template, literally an entire finished track. It's available at the top of the description. It's a really, really great deal. You know, this is something that's a really high quality template you can grab right now. And if you use it, I promise it'll take your track to the next level. Today, this is the best thing you can do right now to make the best music of your life. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Don't miss out. It's a great template. Link is at the top of the description. And let's dive in. So, we're at 124 BPM. First thing up here is sidechain and the kick. The kick is 2 layers. We have this Lin kick, which is really what you want, right? Like a Lin drum kick for this style of EBM. But if you listen, the bass isn't all there. So what we're doing is we're taking just the mids and highs. And then I have this kick, which has a ton of bass. It's like a 909. We're taking just the bass and mids, and then you put them together. And that's the secret. A lot of people are asking, how do these artists get that like big, fat, modern Lin kick? And that's the secret. You take the Lin kick, but just use it for the mids and highs. And then get a sneaky layer in there that's like this big, fat, low-end layer that'll contend with the modern sound. So the next thing for the groove would be the snare. So we just got this one here. It's going through a bit of reverb and some overdrive, and then we're high passing it. And then we have the bass line. Now, this bass line is not that complex as it may seem. As far as the actual notes go, if you look, it's literally just E and F. It's just like this nice kind of rhythm with 2 simple notes. You know, you really don't want more than that. Just like 2 or 3 notes, and you can make this great bass line just across different octaves. Now, for the sound, I'll show you the sound, but I want to show you something. You can see there's a ton of automation on this. It's just the filter cutoff across all of these layers, but the way that it's modulating, that sounds really cool. And what's happening is you can see it's never in the same place twice. And really, like, these kind of tracks are very much based around, like, kick, snare, and bass. Like, that's the groove, right? And particularly the bass, where this filter is, kind of says where the energy of the whole track is. Like, so this element is really important. That sets the tone for where everything is going to be. Because otherwise those parts aren't that different. So you really want to build this bass up and make sure that it's full sounding with these layers so that you can get that where it's so intense. So the first layer is made with wavetable. We got this Malice wavetable and then the shrinking saws. We have a bit of an envelope on both of those, as well as on this filter cutoff. And what we're doing with the filter of all of these is you can see we actually have it mapped to this one macro. So you can turn this one macro and turn all the filter cutoffs at the same time. We got a bit of noise unison, and then we're high passing that. Second layer. See, they all do very different things that add up. This one is this JN6 double saws and a freak. We got low pass and then an envelope on those. Kind of like same idea with all of these, just different sounds. You know, this one is a void wavetable and this real voice. Same deal, a bit of shimmer, unison, and some chorus. And then this layer, which is kind of more of that like mid-range transformations and the sync signs. So you can see it's really just playing around with a few of these different wavetables and adding them all up to make something full. Like that all comes together. We got a bit of drum bus. It's not doing much. Here's without it. And then with it, but it's just a little bit more push We got a sidechain, bass mono, and then we're cutting the sub. And yeah, and then the other stuff we have down here is really just like a bit of the background drums. You know, like we got this snare. These hi-hats, so we have like our main one. These two layered together. I got the synth hi-hat as well. So it's operator, we have a bit of white noise with a bandpass filter with a random LFO moving it around. And then I added corpus to it. And it kind of adds more of like a metallic, like real drum texture to it. And that's a great little hack to kind of get your synth percussion to sound more like percussion. It's just using a bit of corpus on there, and then that creates a nice groove. We also have these little percussions, which I'll play with those so you can see how they fit in. Right, so it's just a bit of these different percussion sounds. You know, mostly just with delay and stuff. This one I put a bit of corpus on and some delay. But you can see those just fill in the background of the percussion. So it's not just hi-hat, snare, and kick, but there's some stuff that kind of comes in and out. And fills in that groove. Then we have this pad. So this is a really simple chord. It's just E and B, kind of like a root note, and a fifth plus this sixth here. But it's just like really simple, fits really well with the bass line. But the actual sound, it's made with wavetable. We have a sine wave that's moving around to like these different other wavetables with this LFO, and then some unison, a bit of echo, a bit of reverb, not too long, a low pass filter which brings it in and out, kind of like constantly moving, high pass, and then a sidechain. We have this group which has like these little bass stabs. So you can hear those just fit over top of the main bass line. So what these are, I actually used my Moog Sub 37 and my pedal board, and I recorded these with that. It's just like audio that I recorded from a live synth, and then you can record, it's like an example of like recording that in another session, and then when you're actually making a track, you can just bring it in, and I needed some bass stabs like this to just fill it out. And kind of make it feel a little bit more full there. And there you go, you can just pull those in. Those just have a low pass filter, you know, automating them in and out. We have this group down here. So this is a bit of background percussion. We have like the synth. You know, just some operator stuff, like a sine wave with a pitch envelope and a bunch of chorus. And some different, like a vocoder and a corpus on it. You know, just kind of playing around and getting different sounds out of that. This drum rack with a bunch of delay and filter movement. Operator percussion with grain delay and corpus. You know, it's just all those little background percussions that'll fill out the drums and just make it feel a little bit more alive and not just only like the bare minimum. And it really brings the track to life. There's just a high pass filter on that, and then the last thing down here is this little noise. It's just a simple transition. It's doing 16th notes or staccato like this, and then it's white noise with a bandpass filter going down, a bunch of flanger, delay, and then just a high pass. You know, it's just a nice little transition. You don't want too much of this, but it can go nicely. in a new part like that. And yeah. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Like I said in the beginning, you can get this full project file, samples, MIDI, presets, the entire fully arranged EBM track template, the best one on the market. It's available right at the top of the description on my website. It's a really accessible, affordable template that will take your tracks to the next level. It's the best thing you can do right now to make the best music of your life. Like, honestly, I'm telling you guys, grab this. It's really going to help you out. Thank you so much for the support. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video.